Hey, morning everybody. Hello. Morning Charlie. Morning Mickey. How are we doing? Okay. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Morning P, morning Sophie. How are you doing? For some reason I'm not getting YouTube chat on my OBS. Hang on, I'll have to pop it out. Just give me a second. How was the weekend, says Charlie? I'd rather not go into it. I've not had a great weekend, to be honest with you. Personal stuff, you don't want to know. But I didn't get much done. Let's just put it that way. I was gonna do some recording and writing. Never got round to it, so shame. Onwards and upwards, exactly. Okay. Where's my chat on YouTube? Oh, hang on a minute. Okay, has that fixed it? Sorry about this, everybody. There we go, we got chat. I accidentally set the YouTube stream to private. There we go, we got chat. Okay. Right, sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, sorry to hear that. Hopefully a fresh start this week. Exactly, P, exactly. Like I say, rather not talk about it, personal stuff, but it's been a pretty slow weekend for me, let's just say. But it is on Wednesday, it's going to be my 2nd anniversary of TikTok, so I did plan on doing a special video for that. I now have 2 days to get that written, recorded, and edited, so we'll we'll see how it goes, but it is my 2-year TikTok anniversary on Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. Looking forward to the streams this week? I am, yes. It is going to be a very good week for live streams. We got Minecraft today. We've got SnowRunner tomorrow. We got Phasmophobia on Wednesday. Now, I did actually do a brief test game last night with Zeroiz on the Discord server. A few teething troubles, but that's why I wanted to do it, you know, to iron out the kinks before we did it on stream. I think we're going to have a good time, though. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and for anyone who's interested, Phasmophobia on Wednesday is going to be open. First come, first serve, obviously, and, you know, Discord people who are in the Discord server will get first dibs, as it were. But yeah, we're going to do Phasmophobia on Wednesday. And then Thursday is going to be Factorio again. No Farming Sim this week. We're going to do Farming Sim next Friday, and we're going to be starting a new map on that. Whitcomb Farm, which I'm looking forward to. Can't wait for Minecraft Monday, says Charlie. Me neither. I'm super excited to get back into Minecraft today. It's been so long. I don't know what we're going to do today, but I really, really want to try and push for getting to space as soon as possible. We have been playing Create Ad Astra for over a year now, and we are no closer to getting to space. So I think we just really need to knuckle down. I might start doing 4-hour live streams for Minecraft, if people are down for that. Just for Minecraft, not for any other games. We're going to keep things to 3 hours. But Minecraft is one of those games where I just feel like we don't get enough done in a 3-hour stream. So if people are down for that, we might do 4 hours today for Minecraft. But yeah, we're gonna try and really kick things into gear and get a fucking spaceship built and go to the moon, because it's been too long. It's about time. I've caught the moon bug now from playing routine. I don't care if there's fucking potato creatures up there. I just want to go. New map looks well good. It does look like an amazing map. Can't wait to play it. Can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm going to try avoiding it until next Friday. I'm not going to play it at all until next Friday because I want it to be super fresh. But yeah, it looks amazing. I've been meaning to ask, there are so many trans creators on YouTube. Who do you watch? Says Sophie. Good question, Sophie. There's a few trans content creators I watch. Mostly I watch people who make trans focused content, like myself, you know, like discussing current events and stuff like that. Off the top of my head, Bridget Empire I watch quite a lot of. She does some really good video essays. Jamie Dodger, he does like shorter videos and it's more like reaction kind of stuff, but I do enjoy watching his stuff as well. In fact, I've got YouTube open. I can give you a list because I've got a full list of my subscribers here. Let's have a quick look through my subscription list and see if there's any names that ring a bell for you. Alice in Wonderland is good. She does all sorts of variety stuff. She's kind of like me, you know, in the sense that she just makes random shit. Who else have we got? We've got... Oh, Bizabizow. Right. Bizabizow doesn't really make trans-focused content. She does drawing videos. She redesigned all the Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. She's got like a long-running series of her, you know, redesigning the FNAF plushies. Her art is really cute, and she is trans, so worth mentioning. Like I say, she doesn't really do trans-focused content, but she is a trans content creator. Kaylin Conrad. Love Kaylin Conrad. Absolutely huge fan of Kaylin, and the Respect the Dead podcast with Hoots as well. Really good. We have got... Just looking... who am I thinking of? She does... she analyzes trans characters in media. I'm trying to remember what her name is. I feel really bad now. Oh, Katie Montgomery's good. In fact, she did a video. Oh, she hasn't posted in a while, actually. Shame, but she's good. Who am I thinking? Lily Simpson. Lily Simpson. I'm thinking of. Lily does. She has done so many videos. Basically, she looks at any piece of media, a film, a TV show, a cartoon, and she analyzes a trans character from it. Really highly recommend Lily Simpson. Great channel. Samantha Lux. Samantha Lux is quite good. I think that's about it. You get the picture. There's a few good names. There's a few good names in there. But yeah, Lily Simpson in particular is one that I really do want to recommend. She's made it her mission to analyze every trans character in all of media. which is no small task, but she's done very well with it. She also analyzes characters that aren't trans but are like meant as trans allegories. You know, she analyzes characters that are like for example, she analyzed Chandler's dad from Friends, who is kind of halfway between being trans and a drag queen, because the writers clearly didn't understand the difference between the two. So she analyzes characters like that as well, that are in a sort of grey area, that are kind of trans adjacent. Really, really worth watching, like I say. If I can recommend a small creator, I'd recommend Princess Fairy Lucy. I will take a look. Sophie? Let's see. Oh, yeah! Yeah, I'm not subscribed, but I've seen a couple of her videos. Thank you for the recommendation, Sophie. But yeah, that's my list. There's probably a few that I missed out because I was just skimming through my subscription list to see if I could remember any off the top of my head. But yes, some good ones in there. And obviously, there's me. I need to try and get back into video making. I think, to be quite honest, I think I did burn myself out a bit. You know, this time last month, I was posting every day. I actually managed to post every day on TikTok for 6 weeks, which was very good. But now it's started to slow down again. I need to pace myself a bit. I think posting every day isn't the solution. You know, posting every day, you quickly get burned out, and then you end up doing the opposite and not posting at all. So I need to try and get to posting like three or four times a week instead. You know, every couple of days rather than every single day, and that will give me more time to do longer videos for YouTube as well, which is what I'm trying to branch out into. Icky is also good. I've seen Icky, yeah. See, there's a lot of good creators on TikTok as well. You know, if you are on TikTok, there's loads of trans content creators there. I couldn't even give you a full list because I'm following hundreds of them. Grace Powers. That's all I'll say. Follow Grace Powers on TikTok, please. She's so amazing. Anyway, what's everyone up to today? What are your plans? It's Monday. Are you working? Are you at college? I forgot to mention... Wait, I completely forgot to mention. Sunday, Subnautica 2. We're playing Subnautica 2 on Sunday, everybody. How did I forget that? Oh my god. So that's 2 multiplayer games this week. We got Phasmophobia on Wednesday, we got Subnautica 2 on Sunday. They just dropped the gameplay trailer for Subnautica 2, so you can go ahead over to YouTube now and see what the actual game looks like. Oh my god, it looks amazing. It looks so amazing. I can't wait. I have to drive an hour to a conference with no parking. Oh dear, P. That is a shame. But yeah, Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2. I'm unbelievably hyped for that game. Especially because the trailer, I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of seems like the trailer implies that death is part of the story of the game. Like, throughout the trailer, the narrator keeps mentioning dying. You came here to die, and so on and so forth. It feels like maybe the story is that you're stuck in some kind of time loop or something, and like death is part of the narrative. It's not like a game where you die and then you reload. It's a game where you die and you're resurrected, kind of thing, instead. You know what I mean? Which is really interesting. I'm intrigued to see what that's all about. Like I say, it just seems to be worded. If you watch the trailer, you'll see what I mean. It seems like dying is part of the story of the game. Like, you are supposed to die over and over and over again. Which is very interesting. Might have to find some on-street parking, and you've seen my reverse parking skills. Well, good luck, P. Good luck. Oh, thanks for the heart, me, Charlie. Yes, it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. And then next week's going to be very busy as well. And as you know, the last week of May, I'm going to be off. I'm not going to be here. That's why these next 2 weeks are going to be so intense. You know, we got so many games to play before I take my well-deserved break, I have to say. You know, I think I've earned a holiday. Especially with the last couple of months of streaming. And I also think I could do with a break from it because things are starting to stagnate just a little bit. You know, we've kind of settled down into a routine with, you know, our regular viewers, especially on Purple. We've got, you know, most of our streams on Purple at the minute, we get our regular viewers, maybe one or two new faces, but typically it's just the regulars. I'm hoping, you know, take a step away, take a week away, recharge the batteries a bit, and when I come back, we'll try and see if we can start growing things a bit more again. Get new faces in and new people in the chat. Not that I don't appreciate my regulars, obviously. Well-deserved break. Did you say you have nieces, nephews that we're visiting? Yes, my nephew. He's 4 years old. He's gonna be coming along with my sister and brother-in-law. They're also bringing their 2 dogs with them. They always bring Socks and Bonnie. I've told you about them. Socks has only got Bonnie's only got 3 legs, but they always bring the dogs with them as well. And we're planning a day out. We're planning a day out at the seaside if the weather keeps nice, because it's getting to that time of year now. Thing is, it's not easy for my sister because all of our family live in Doncaster. Like, the entire Ashbridge family, apart from her, live in Doncaster, which means every time she comes to visit, everybody wants to see her, you know, and she's just completely swept off her feet. You know, she's supposed to be coming up here for a holiday, and every single day she's meeting a different family member. She's going out for dinner with Nana, and, you know, she's going to meet Grandad. I imagine it's very stressful for her. Like I say, she comes up here to get away from work and have a break, and everybody wants to see her constantly. So we're gonna have a day away at the seaside with just us. Time we're on 20 past. A bit too early for the games yet, I think. So are you now your sister's sister? I'm confused. Yes, Jammy Dodger, yes. She does call me her sister. My nephew calls me his auntie. I'm accepted by pretty much the whole family, so 30,000 channel points, Sophie. Wow. We need to give you something to spend those on, don't we? I still need more ideas for big channel point goals. The outfit change thing was good. Need something else. I need something that's not repeatable is the thing, because the outfit change thing was good, but it's very difficult to repeat, you know, to just set it up to repeat. What we need is something big, like, if I get 50,000 points in today's stream, I will do this once, right? But what could I do? What could I do? End the stream. Just be like, if I get 30,000 points, I'll end the stream. No, we can surely think of something big to do, though. Something bigger than just changing my tank top, you know? That's nice. Thank you, Jammy Dodger. I'm very lucky. Like I say, I've got a very accepting family, and I'm very, very fortunate in that regard. Because not everyone is so lucky, you know. Not all trans people are fortunate enough to have friends and family who are so accepting, and I am very, very appreciative of the quite privileged position I'm in that direction. You can set up long-standing donations like 1,000. Yeah, points for playing a game could work. For 100 points, we could have hydrate. Yeah, the thing about hydrate is I don't drink water. No, like I don't drink water very often, as a rule. That makes it sound like I never drink water, which I do. But, like, a small glass before bed, usually, is about it. You know what, actually? OMSI. Everybody fucking wants me to play OMSI, and I don't want to play it. The thing is, I just didn't enjoy playing OMSI all that much, but everyone keeps saying, Saul, please play OMSI again. Please play Bus Simulator again. We want to see you play it. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could set up a channel point goal. If I get 100,000 points, I'll play OMSI. Everyone would love that. Everyone would love me to play that again. Next stream, Saul's in hospital from drinking 200 monsters. Honestly, Sophie, that's where I'm going to end up. No, but I drink, well, I was going to say I drink fairly healthily, but that's not true. I don't just drink Monster, is what I'm trying to say. I also drink coffee. No, my usual daily drinks are a coffee in the morning, a can of Monster to sip throughout the day, and a bit of water, a glass of water before bed. Which is not actually a lot. I don't hydrate enough, really, do I? I mean, it depends what I'm doing. You know, I have a fairly sedentary lifestyle. You know, I do spend a lot of my time sat at my computer, which doesn't require a lot of hydration. If I'm out of the house, you know, I will drink a lot more. Like, I'm not gonna go on a 20-mile hike in the Peak District with a can of Monster, right? If I'm doing something more intense, I will drink more fluids. I love fruit shoots actually. If I'm going to the Peak District, I always just buy a 4-pack of fruit shoots and take those with me, because they're very hydrating and they also taste really nice. There's nothing wrong with a good fruit shoot. You know, the orange one is good. Apple, I like. Not the biggest fan of the blackberry, I'm afraid. Strawberry one's good as well. Strawberry one's a good one. Don't fancy Max's redeem for push-ups or squats. I'm not built for physical exercise, P, is the thing. I'm terrible at push-ups. I can't do more than 5. I'm not bad at sit-ups, actually. I've got a strong core. Your girl's got a strong core. We could do sit-ups as a point goal. The thing is there enough room for me to do sit-ups here you know, would you see me? Would you be able to see me doing them if I got down and did them on the floor? We're not going to put it to the test right now, but... I could do jumping jacks. There's definitely room for that. Actually, maybe not. I might end up just knocking Lego all over the floor. Stream you guys were on was so much fun. You missed so much. We were live for 7 hours. Whoa! I didn't realise you were live for that long, Sophie. I didn't realise Max was live for that long the other day. I only ended up watching, like, the first 2 hours, I think. I just don't have the stamina for a stream that long, but I do want to. I want to sort of start building up to that because, as I've mentioned before, when we do Jingle Jam this year, we're going to be doing, like, 9-hour days. We are going to be streaming 9 hours a day for 14 days in a row. So I do need to start building up my stream endurance for that. I think, you know, if we do the occasional 5 or 6 hour stream every now and then just to start preparing for it. The problem is I start my streams quite late though. I start my streams at 5 PM. So if we start at 5 PM and we do a 5-hour stream, that means I'm not finished until 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? That's quite late. But maybe one day. Maybe today. Who knows? We'll see how the Minecraft stream goes. I do want to do 4 hours today. I do want to do at least 4 hours today for Minecraft. Possibly more. We'll see what happens. But yeah. If I'm going to be doing 9-hour streams for Jingle Jam, we need to build up to that. We need to work our way up to that. Also, I realised if I'm going to do 9-hour streams for Jingle Jam, I'm not going to be able to actually watch the Jingle Jam. I'm not going to have time to watch the Yogscast streams, because I'm going to be streaming myself almost constantly. I think what I might do is do Jingle Jam, and then take the rest of the year off. If I do Jingle Jam for the first 2 weeks of December, and then just take the rest, you know, take until the end of December off. Because I think I'm going to need it. I might just sleep for 2 weeks after doing 9-hour streams for 14 days straight. Gonna grab some breakfast, gotta go in 20 minutes. No worries, Sophie. Was your name Paul before you swapped? No, my name's always been Saul. Lurking a sec, taking the dog out. No worries, P. No worries. We will do the games in a few minutes. We'll do the New York Times games soon. What could we do in Minecraft in terms of gifts, I wonder? What channel points could we have for a Minecraft stream? I mean, obviously we got the default gifts, like changing a game rule and stuff like that. You could, like, change it so I can't place blocks for 5 minutes or something like that. But is there anything uniquely Minecraft that we could do? Spawn a mob? We don't have spawn eggs, though, because we're in survival. We could... I don't want to say the word because TikTok might think that I mean IRL. I mean, in Minecraft, I could, you know, on request. That could be quite fun. You know, just kill yourself. 200 points. Jump off the top of the factory. Why not? I mean, to be honest, it would be very annoying because I'd be losing my XP all the time. But to be fair, I die in Minecraft a lot anyway, so we never really build up our XP that much. Drop an item? Possibly. Craft an item, maybe. There could be... What if we had, like, a really useless and expensive item? And if you donate 5,000 points, I'll craft one. Like, just something that I absolutely don't need. It doesn't do anything. It's a completely, you know, it's a complete waste of space. And it's also really expensive. But if you spend 5,000 points, I'll craft one. That could be an interesting gift, an interesting Minecraft specific gift, you know. I'm trying to think what we actually need to do in Minecraft today, because obviously we need to start focusing on getting to space, but there's so many other things that still need to be done. This is the problem. This is the problem, is there's still so many things we haven't sorted yet before, you know, that I wanted to get done before we went to space. We still haven't fully automated zinc production. The machine in the factory that does all the ore processing, that needs to be rebuilt because it keeps backing up. It doesn't work properly. Even the diesel production doesn't work properly. We got one tank that's completely full and the other tank is completely empty, and no matter what happens, it won't transfer liquid properly from one tank to the other. There's a lot that still needs to be done. But also we really need to go to space. So we're just going to have to prioritize going to space, I think, for now. I think we have enough resources to get to the moon. We've got enough steel that we could build a rocket and go to the moon today, in theory. But we don't have enough resources to build a self-sustaining space base yet, which means going to the moon would be quite pointless. I'm also not sure, when we do get to the moon, are we gonna put a waystone there so that we can teleport between the moon and Earth, or are we gonna have a rule that I'm not allowed to teleport between planets? Like, if I go to the moon, the only way to come back is that I have to build a rocket and come back, you know, properly. Because I think that'd be more fun, but it would also make things take a lot longer. You know, once I get there, I can't come back until I've got a rocket to come back with. We'll see. I think we'll maybe let the viewers decide that. But either way, today could be the day. Today could be the day. We might go to the moon today. In fact, you know what? We will. We will go to the moon today. I'm going to commit to it. Join me for today's Minecraft stream. We will go to the moon. I'm committing to that goal. We can do it. We can build the rocket. We've already got enough steel to build the rocket. We do need to refine fuel. So we'll need to build a refinery and tap some crude oil. But I think that's it. But we need to make a spacesuit, oxygen tanks. We will try and go to the moon in today's stream. That is the commitment that I'm making. We will try to go to the moon today. So join me for Minecraft in about 9.5 hours if you want to see that. Anyway, it's 25 to 8. So we'll give it another 5 minutes and then we'll do the New York Times games. And I have been doing them over the weekends to keep my streaks going. All except the big crosswords. I don't do that every day. But I do the MIDI, the mini, strands, connections, and Wordle. There's other great games on the New York Times, but I don't really have time to put more games into the mix, you know? There's Pips, there's Sudoku, there's I don't know, that one with the letters in a square and you connect to make words, whatever that's called. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's go and do them now. Why not? Okay, there we go. Oh, there's two of me. Right, why have we got black borders on the OBS stream? What's that all about? I don't know. I can't be bothered to figure it out. Let's just leave it for today. Okay, New York Times. Let's do the games. Fuck off, TikTok. Every day. Every single day. Or should we wait till everyone's back? I'm gonna wait till P's back. I don't know when Sophie's gonna be back because they've got college. Morning STFC, how you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. I did, well, I didn't STFC actually, but then, you know, least said. I had a rough weekend, but I'd rather not talk about it. I'm okay now. What's your favourite truck in SnowRunner, says Harv? The Tatra. What's it called? Which Tatra is it? I'll tell you in a minute. It's the big. It's the really big Tatra. 805 is it? Nope. 813. It's the Tatra 813. It's this. This is my favourite truck in SnowRunner. What an absolute fucking beast this is. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's from a DLC, but it's worth it. If you buy one DLC for SnowRunner, buy this. It's the 8-wheeled version. There it is. What a truck. I'm here, but hopping in the car soon. Okay, we'll do the Wordle, P, before you go. Surprise! Welcome back, Sophie. Let's do the Wordle. Ooh. Ooh, that's rare. No letters in my first guess. Okay. So there's got to be an E. If there's no other vowels in there, there's got to be an E. I've driven that IRL. It's really good for forestry. We have the rear converted into a timber trailer. Yeah, just a great. It's great for everything. Just a great truck. Let's go ledge. Okay, that was a bad guess actually because there's two E's in there. And there was a D. We already guessed D. Okay, that was a terrible second guess. Oh, okay, this is bad. This is bad. There's an L and an N. I didn't even put an L in that one. Oh my god, I'm really not on the ball today, am I? I didn't even put an L into that one. The second letter's an E. There's an N and an L in there somewhere. Alien, there's no A. Ooh, I don't know. What about Bell? No, it can't be, because there's an N in there as well. I don't know. I don't know. Where's Zero is when you need him? No Zero is again today. It must start with an N. It's gonna be like fucking Nelly or something, isn't it? What? Newly. Hey, we got it. Okay. Whew. That was an interesting one, but we got it. Okay, let's do connections. Do you have time for connections, P? Colour, Creep, Shandy, Karma, Knives Out, Slip, Pyramid, Rhyme, Steel, Chinatown, Keyed, Sneak, Seven, Ponzi, Elegy, Vertigo. I'm going to be lurking on my drive, but still listening. Nice one, P. Knives Out is a film. Vertigo is a film. Seven is a film. But I don't know if those are going to be connected. It feels too obvious. Ponzi scheme, not based. That's true. Oh! Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. Is there another type of scheme? A colour scheme? And... a rhyme scheme? Yeah, a rhyming scheme is a thing, right? I think these are all different types of scheme. I'm gonna guess it. They are! Hey! I only got that because you said Ponzi scheme, P. Thank you. Okay. Not based. True. True. Okay, what else could we have here? I'm still saying these are all films. I'm still saying that these are all films. But which one of these is a film? Like, any of these could be a film. Chinatown. What would Chinatown? What connection would Chinatown have? Is Chinatown a film? It is! Hey! Oh, they're all detective movies, right. See, I saw that they were all films, but I thought that the connection's got to be a bit more specific, right? They're all detective films. I didn't know Seven... Isn't Seven a horror film? Well, it's a horror film with a detective in it, apparently. Because doesn't he kill... Isn't 7 the one where there's a serial killer and he kills each of them, like, as one of the 7 deadly sins? Like, he kills one of them with greed, one of them with lust, and so on and so forth. Or am I thinking of a completely different film? That's my understanding of it. Anyway, we got it, so what's next? What's elegy? I'm not actually sure what an elegy is. Steal and sneak could be one. Steal, sneak, creep, slip. Yep, move stealthily. Steal, right, no, steal doesn't mean move stealthily though, does it? You don't steal, you know, you don't steal into someone's house. You steal something. Steal means taking something. Steal doesn't mean sneaking, right? You wouldn't say, oh, she stealed into the kitchen. You'd say that they creeped or they snuck. Am I wrong on that? I've never heard steal used to mean move stealthily. But whatever. Keyed, Karma, Elegy, Shandy. What do these have in common? Body parts surrounded by 2 letters. Right, well, no fucking way was I going to figure that out. So, Elegy is leg, Karma is arm, Keyed is eye, Shandy is hand. Okay, yeah, sure. Perfect game, though. Perfect game. Let's do the strands. Gotta go now, so I'll see you all this evening from Minecraft. See you later, Sophie. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, we'll do the strands. A nice melody. A nice medley, sorry. I see hodgepodge there. Variety. I'm not seeing any others. Oh, could mishmash be one? Yeah. Odds and ends. Jumble. Ragbag? What's ragbag? I've never heard ragbag before. I thought it was going to be grab bag, but the letters weren't right for it. There we go. Not bad for the connections either. The strands, sorry. Not bad for the strands either. We've still got 10 minutes, so we'll do the mini and maybe the MIDI as well, but then we might finish a little bit early today. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Itty bitty insect. Don't know. Don't know. Oh, this is bad. Grave. Navel. Oh, but is it spelt with an E when it's the belly button? Bravo. Nat. Avert. Raven. Every. 50 seconds. Hey. Hey. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, maybe we've got time to do the MIDI as well then. The theme today is early birds. Oh, before we start... Move that down. Or actually, no, I'll just do that. Off topic, but what's Phasmophobia about? What's the aim? I was watching Discord for... Oh, so Phasmophobia is a paranormal investigation game. So you go to a house, there's a ghost in the house, and you have to figure out what kind of ghost it is by collecting different pieces of evidence. So some ghosts leave UV fingerprints, some ghosts will, like, speak through a spirit box, some of them will appear in, like, a dots matrix, some of them will, like, lead to freezing temperatures and stuff like that, and you have to figure out what kind of ghost it is. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Don't know where that came from. You have to figure out what kind of ghost it is from the evidence. So it could be, like, for example, well, I don't know off the top of my head any of the individual ghosts, but there's, like, demon, jinn, you know, spirit, phantom, banshee, etc., etc. And each ghost has a different set of evidence that it has. So if you find these 3 pieces, it means it's this kind of ghost, if that makes sense. It's good. You maybe didn't get that impression from watching me and Zeruiz play it yesterday, because we did absolutely terribly. But that's the idea of the game. You go to a house, you figure out what kind of ghost is in the house. Hi, Autumn. How are you doing? Okay. Let's do the crossword. This is the MIDI. The theme is early birds. Let's go. Not together, apart. Leg. Twas. Etc. Okay, not going good so far. Arc. Per. Ago. Tides. Crowds. Esophagus. With an L in the middle. Primps. Internal turmoil. Oh god. I don't know. Secretive government org. With an S in the middle. Oh, fuck off, TikTok. I'm literally sat here talking right now. What do you mean inactivity detected? I'm in the middle of something. Alternative weapon to the candlestick, knife, lead pipe, revolver, or rope in Clue. I don't know. ESP. Ken. Okay, this has gone quite badly so far. Regain. Oh, NSA is the secretive government org, right. Place to eat oysters, raw something. I don't know. Long-eared poochers. Beagles. God, my voice is going. Oh, primps is preens, right? SATs. Sewed. Swanky. Deans. Yards, YDS. Pet bed. Blend smoothly as from one colour to another. I'm not sure. Esophagus gullet. Okay. I'm not sure about any of these now. If anyone has any suggestions. Locate on the radio. I don't know. Alternative weapon to the candlesticks. Surely someone's got to know this one. What's the weapon in Cluedo, or Clue, that begins with a W? Wrench. It's Clue, it's American, it's a wrench. That was silly of me. I think that's going to be dough. Locate on the radio? Maybe that's just like talk to. No, it can't be, because that's... An animal house could be a pen. Foreshadowed. Right, I think that's going to be raw back. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I might actually have to give up because I genuinely have no idea for any of these. Hold on, hold on. No. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to give up. We came really close, but one seed, burr, bod. It was only these few here that we didn't get, but I just couldn't figure out those last few. What a shame. What a shame. But it didn't go too badly. And with that, we are going to end the stream. So thanks everyone for joining for another breakfast stream. It's been a pretty good one today. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back for Minecraft this evening, and it will probably be a 4-hour stream tonight. We're going to try and get to the moon, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Have a wonderful day, whatever you get up to. I'll see you in 9 hours. Yeah, not really much else to say. Have a great day, everyone, and bye-bye. Crossword tough one. Yeah, it was a pretty tough crossword today, unfortunately, Reese, but we did our best, you know. Anyway, like I say,